Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right now. It's your host, F. Merritt. Man, y'all bear with me, man. I'm a little under the weather, but just wanted to do a quick video about the fights last night. Amazon Prime, PBC on Amazon Prime. Caleb Plant against Armando. Jermall Charlo against Cornflake last night. What did you guys think about the fights? Me personally, I think it was cool. Cool little. Both guys get a fight in between. And then we setting up a big fight for Caleb Plant and Jermall Charlo. They have history, obviously. Caleb Plant smacked the fire out of Jermall Charlo. It was outside of the Errol Spence-Terrence Crawford fight. That whole debacle, was very entertaining. But as far as the fights last night, let's start with Jermall Charlo against Cornflake. Cornflake was already kind of like, felt disrespected, because he saw how the flyers were made up, how they were talking, how they were kind of like just overlooking him, and they was trying to set up the Charlo and Plant fight. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand it. I get it. Nobody wants to be called a stepping stone or just another opponent or just a tune-up or whatever. But as far as the performance, Jermall Charlo came out there and looked phenomenal. I knew it was a problem. But that power jab was landing left and right. He was sharp, power. He did whatever he wanted to do to Cornflake. He did exactly what he wanted to do. And Cornflake, he was still fighting back with some heart. He was talking in there, screaming at Charlo, kind of trying to showboat a little bit here and there to let everybody know, hey, I'm okay, blah, blah, blah. He got dropped like 3 or 4 times unofficially. Charlo looked crisp. He looked right. Like I said, power. The jab was disgusting. I knew it was a problem when the jab was landing. I think Cornflake, I believe he was starting to bleed from his nose, and he had a cut, I think like round 1 or 2. It was bad for Cornflake. Charlo looked phenomenal. I think Charlo can go up against anybody right now. He looks focused. He looks in shape. I mean, he's never not looked in shape, but he looked a lot more sharper and ready to go for anybody. Whether that be a Berlanga, whether that be a Caleb Plant. He said he was interested in the Canelo fight. He wants the Canelo fight. So, hey, I like to see that. If a fight between Canelo and Charlo happens, I'm for it too. A lot of people would say that they thought that Maul was a better fighter than Mel, but it is what it is. Maul had some distractions outside the ring, but like I said, he looks crisp. He looks mentally focused in that ring. I think the whole thing is just get him in the ring. Get him in the ring, get the fight signed, and get him in the ring, and he will be okay. He will adjust. He will have power, and he's a smart fighter, man. So salute to Jermall Charlo. But as far as Caleb Plant and Armando, Caleb Plant did not look right. I didn't like how he wasn't throwing many combinations. I felt like he was looking for something. Now, Armando was, from what they say, they were sparring partners before. So when you spar with somebody, obviously I'm going to know certain things about you. I've made adjustments, from sparring so many rounds with you. And it looked like kind of like the McCumbee fight for Caleb Plant. How, let me try to fight in the inside, put some pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? Try to go in the inside, try to take away your best attributes. But the referee was not letting Caleb Plant really take his time and fight on the inside. He kept, the referee kept separating fighters, and that was okay too. But Caleb Plant did not look crisp. He didn't have a bounce in his step. He wasn't using that much movement, to me, enough for me. And when he was using the type of movement, it was to get away. It was to survive. It was to buy some time to recover, because Caleb Plant was getting hit with some nasty shots. I didn't like how he was reacting to it. The pop wasn't there for Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant lost via split decision, but a lot of people didn't believe it was a split decision. So, hey, the games that, some people play with that when it comes to judging and stuff. But I didn't think it was a split decision. It should have went to the split decision victory. But hell, you know what? Jermall Charlo already said in the post-fight press conference, he still wants to get his lick back on Caleb Plant. He doesn't care if they make up a belt. We don't care if it's 4 belt, not 4 belt. He's got to get his lick back. And Caleb Plant was like, I'm all for it. He's all for a Jermall Charlo fight, but he does have a rematch clause. So he wants to get his loss back. You know, the man is up there at the podium with the revenge tour thing. So hell, we got to add this man. You know, he's got to add the dude that just beat him to the revenge tour. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get that back. But you know what? This could be a good and bad thing. I think we have a nice little round robin. If I'm Jermall Charlo, I'm either aiming for Caleb Plant or I'm aiming for Canelo to go get that payday. So I mean, hey, send Jermall over there with to the Saudis, you know, with Canelo and them. Let him go get his payday, and then let him come back to the Caleb Plant fight, because Caleb Plant has to handle his business. Or you could just be like, you know what, we're just gonna go straight into it. Caleb Plant, Jermall Charlo, and the winner can fight Armando for a belt. You know, we can see what happens with that. It's a nice little round robin they got. But if the Caleb Plant that fought last night takes on the Jermall Charlo that fought last night, I think a lot of people would say Jermall Charlo would have beat the brakes off of Caleb Plant. I don't know what's going on with Caleb Plant. I don't know why the pop wasn't there. I don't know why the combinations weren't there. I don't know why he was getting hit so much and reacting that way. I don't know what the issue was with Caleb Plant, but you got to get stronger. You got to get sharper. You got to get back focused. I think hopefully this will wake you up. If this don't wake you up, it's going to be a problem. Because if you activate your rematch clause and take another L against this guy, man, it might be close to over for you as far as bigger fights. It's going to take some time for you to work back up. And man, come on. You done been through some wars. So salute to Jermall Charlo, phenomenal performance last night. Salute to Armando for getting the victory over Caleb Plant. Salute to Caleb Plant for, you know, coming in there trying, but you got some work to do, sir. You got some work. I would get right back in the gym and go back, watch the tape, make some adjustments, and you got some work. You got to get a victory. I don't care how you do it. You got to get your victory, then we can move on to the Jermall Charlo fight. But let me know what you guys think about it. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound Sports Entertainment. I'm out.